I'll tell you. A rule of thumb for biologists is that it takes a whole PhD 5 years to do one protein, right? One protein structure. It did all 200 million in a year. So if you do 200 million times 5, it would have taken a human 1 billion years to complete what AI did in a year. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing today? Welcome to the Psych Expansion Podcast. I am your host, Gabriel Elijah. I hope you are doing well on this Monday. Today has been an excellent day for me. I was able to wake up and still have a functioning body. I have my motivation, my drive, my family and friends are all doing well. So I don't really have too much to complain about. I'm blessed. Today, I want to talk about Goldman Sachs report that predicts that 300 million jobs will be lost due to AI in the coming years, AI regulations, and more, right? So, not to procrastinate any longer, Goldman Sachs came out with a report that predicts 300 million jobs will be lost due to AI in the next, I want to say 5 years. Let's just give it 5 to 10 years, but I want to say they said 5 years. Man, when they say 300 million jobs, I'm not really too sure if they just mean like people, if they interchange jobs with people that will be lost, lose a job, or if it's 300 million positions. Because if it's 300 million positions, that number is way less than the amount of people that's going to lose jobs. For example, right? If a cashier is a job, but if we say that one job will be lost as a cashier, Walmart has 10 cashiers, therefore 10 people will lose jobs. So if it's saying 300 million job positions will be lost, that it's going to be insane. Like, it's going to be an insane amount of people that loses jobs. To go on, continue, Goldman Sachs is a global investment bank and a part of the Big Four banks, providing services to financial institutions, governments, and qualified individuals. Reports show that jobs lost due to AI will be global, but majority in the United States, affecting sectors such as financial operations, management, sales, healthcare, customer service, and computer coders. That's huge, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That one kind of hurt me when I heard that. And now that I continue to hear it from other AI experts, that really hurts, because if you've been keeping up with the podcast, you know that I am enrolled in an academy, and I'm not even done yet. I'm enrolled in an online academy, which is teaching me how to program and code and whatnot. So them saying that, actually, listen to this. So former CEO, now CEO of Square, Jack Dorsey, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Former CEO of Twitter, now CEO of Square, said a lot of the goals for deep learning and machine learning is to write the software itself over time. So here in the near future, entry-level coders aren't going to have a home, in a sense, unless they're doing something that deals with probably freelancing, because most of the work, entry-level work, is going to be done by the AI. And soon, who knows how far it'll go. It's learning to code on its own. It's learning to debug itself. That's so scary, because when you don't even, to a sense, you don't know what it's coding. They speak a lot on alignment whenever it comes to talk about AI, right? To have it properly aligned, to follow the ethics and values of a human society. This can be very scary. But to continue with the statement, so not only does Jack Dorsey say that, Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, Elon Musk, deals with Tesla and SpaceX, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI and ChatGPT, Max Tegmark, professor at MIT and the president of the Future of Life, Ilya Sutskever, chief scientist at OpenAI, are all experts in the field, vouch for the general idea that AI will take the place of many programmers. This report has caused some alarm among people who are concerned about the impact of AI on jobs. It's understandable that many people are worried about the prospect of losing their livelihoods, especially if they've spent years developing their skills in a particular field. And I would be too. Like, if I've done something for so long, it's like how whenever people ask about drug dealers, like why they don't get the money and leave. It's the same thing. If you've been programming and if you got the money, why don't you just leave and do something else? It's all you know, right? If you've been studying something for a long time and been doing something, it's all you know. And being that AI is starting to be capable and better than a lot of humans at coding, the future is kind of unpredictable at this point. However, there are some points to consider when it comes to the impact of AI on jobs. First of all, it's important to note that the report predicts that some of the 300 million jobs lost due to AI will be offset by new jobs that will be created. This is because new technologies are developed. There will be a need for people to manage and maintain them. So new jobs are going to come. I want to say they say about 97 million new jobs will come from AI. But at the same time, yeah, you're still dealing with what 203 million that's going to be lost. Actually, you still losing 300 million jobs, and that's across the board, right? That's not just low skill level jobs. That's across the board. Secondly, it's important to note that many of the jobs that will be lost due to AI are low skill level jobs that are repetitive and require little creativity or critical thinking. These jobs that can easily be automated, and in many cases, the use of AI can actually improve efficiency and productivity. There was a stat back in 2019, Fargo put out that 200,000 banking jobs will be lost in 10 years. So back in 2019, Wells Fargo put that report out that 200,000 banking jobs will be lost in 10 years. Insane. So you see not only low skill level jobs, but educated people will be losing their jobs as well. There's a study at Stanford and MIT shows that AI boosted productivity by 14%. Some of the AI will lead to job creation in some sectors. For example, the development of I gotta spit this gum out. I'm sorry, y'all. So some of the AI will lead to job creation in some sectors. For example, the development and implementation of AI technology requires skilled workers such as data scientists, machine learning engineers, and AI researchers. These are high-paying jobs that require advanced education and training, and they will be in high demand as AI technology continues to develop. Listen, it's so early. Don't let that scare you, though. It's so early. A lot of people still don't know what we're dealing with. So if you jump in now, you will definitely be ahead of the curve by the time the mass adopt AI. Just go ahead and start learning it now. Don't wait until it's something that everybody's familiar with, because by that time you're going to have people that's, even though it's not too late then, but if you start now, I'm telling you, it's not at ground level, but it's still fairly new to a lot of people. Even people that know about AI still don't deal with it. You have people out here that have no degree getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to prompt engineer. I think I seen a study where it says people are getting paid over 300,000 plus dollars to be efficient prompt engineers. So get on ChatGPT, which is a free platform, and get busy. Prompt engineering is a technique used to teach artificial intelligence, AI, models how to respond to certain prompts or questions in a specific way. For example, let's just say we wanted to train an AI model to write poetry, right? So we want to get this model, this is a very basic level way of prompt engineering. let's just say we want to get this thing, somebody needs a poem written. We need it to write a poem. So a prompt that we might create would be something like, write me a poem about the beauty of nature and the tone of, I don't know, Waka Flocka. So it's going to take information from the internet and write a poem in the tone of Waka Flocka in seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's just how good this thing is, right? So you definitely want to hop on ChatGPT by OpenAI and see what that's all about. However, it's important to note that the impact of AI on jobs is not entirely positive. There is no doubt that AI will lead to significant job displacement, especially in sectors such as manufacturing. Listen, nobody's job is safe. I just seen a AI robot doing lashes. So lash techs, you're in trouble too. Nobody is safe, even though it's not. I always preach this, even though it's not there and where you're working at right now, be on the lookout. And transportation. This could lead to major economic inequality and unemployment if appropriate measures aren't taken to address the issue. In conclusion to section 1, the report by Goldman Sachs predicting a loss of 300 million jobs due to AI is certainly cause for concern. While it's true that some jobs will be offset by new jobs created by the development of AI, the impact on low skill level workers, certain sectors, will be significant. It's important for policymakers and business leaders to address these concerns and ensure that appropriate measures are taken to mitigate the negative effects of AI jobs on the economy. According to the Goldman Sachs report, some of the jobs that have already been affected include truck and cab driver, retail sales associates, and workers in manufacturing plants. It's no secret that AI has the potential to revolutionize industries and make them more efficient. The implementation of AI in industries like transportation and retail has led to the automation of tasks that were previously performed by human workers. For example, driverless vehicles and drones have the potential to revolutionize the transportation industry, reducing the need for human drivers and leading to a more efficient and cost-effective delivery service. Okay, so I'm going to go over a few key points. While it's true that the development of AI will lead to significant job displacement, some jobs will be offset by new jobs. The implementation of AI technology in industries like transportation and retail has led to the automation of tasks that were previously performed by human workers. It's important for policymakers and business leaders to address concerns about the impact of AI on jobs and the economy. Failure to take appropriate measures to mitigate the negative effects of AI on low-skilled workers in certain sectors could lead to a major economic inequality and unemployment. I wouldn't say if you have your own business, you just need to implement AI into your business. But if you work for somebody, look at the tasks that have no value in them that you do at work and see how you can implement AI into it. In point 2 of our discussion, we highlighted the potential impact of AI on economic inequality, particularly for unrepresented communities such as Black individuals. The development of AI technology can create new opportunities for social mobility, but it's important to ensure that these opportunities are accessible to all individuals, right? We don't need any biases or anything that's not unavailable. I'm gonna continue reading. Historically, tech booms have contributed significantly to economic inequality. For example, the growth of tech industry in the 1980s and the 1990s contributed to a widening income gap between high and low skilled workers. It's important to ensure that the development of AI technology does not exacerbate these existing inequalities. Back in the day, people didn't want to adapt to the personal computer. They didn't want to have a personal computer. They were like, even when it became affordable, I know beforehand it was like it was expensive or whatnot. People couldn't afford it. But when people could afford it, they didn't want it. Even to this day, people don't want it. People still don't know how to operate, maneuver within the internet. People to this day still don't know how to work a cell phone. Technology is becoming too advanced. I'm not saying you should revolve your life around technology, but you should definitely be in the loop just a little bit to know what's going on. It's all around us now. And now that AI is becoming a thing and they expect us to coexist with an AGI system in the future, you now is definitely the time. Now is definitely the time. A lot of people think that they won't be alive or whatever to see it, but the thing is, this missing piece to have AGI coexist with us on Earth is literally a thought away. It's not some mass discovery. It could be the smallest thing, and it's here. I'll continue. One way to address this issue is to prioritize education and training in AI technology for unrepresented communities. By increasing access to these resources, we can help ensure that individuals from all backgrounds have the opportunity to participate in development of AI technology and reap its benefits. However, it's important to recognize that the issue of economic inequality cannot be solved by education and training alone. We also need to address systemic issues that contribute to inequality, such as discrimination and hiring and pay disparities. We need to ensure that individuals from all backgrounds have equal opportunities to participate in workforce and that they are compensated fairly for their work. This is the beginning to a new life, y'all. I just want y'all to understand that this is like nothing we've ever seen before. Stop comparing it to the movie I, Robot, that just gives you a bad connotation on robots and technology and whatnot. I'm not here to defend for this technology by any means. I just want to make you all aware of what is happening right now, so you're not blindsided. And if I can help you prepare for what's to come, and you could take that next step to be ahead of the curve, we don't want to be right there with it. Being right there with it is being able to afford, being able to pay your rent and being able to pay your car payment, but not really having. We want to put you ahead of it. I want to get ahead of it. I'm here to learn with y'all. That's why I want you guys to become aware. That way, you can use your brain and help me think of other things. That way, we can bounce these ideas back and forth. Can't do this alone. I'll continue. Furthermore, we need to ensure that the development of AI technology is inclusive and considers the needs of all individuals, including those from unrepresented communities. This means prioritizing diversity in AI research and development teams and ensuring that AI technology is designed to address the needs of all individuals, not just select few. Not just a select few. In conclusion, while the development of AI technology has been the potential to create significant economic inequality, has also the potential to create new opportunities for social mobility. By prioritizing, why did I say that like that? By prioritizing education and training in AI technology for unrepresented communities and addressing systemic issues that contribute to inequality. We can help ensure that the benefits of AI technology are accessible to all individuals. Furthermore, by ensuring that AI technology is inclusive and designed to address the needs of all individuals, we can help ensure that the development of AI technology benefits society as a whole. Okay, so some key takeaways from that. AI technology has already begun to disrupt various industries, leading to job displacement for workers who perform certain tasks that could be automated. While it's true that AI technology can improve the efficiency and productivity, it's important to recognize the potential impact on workers and prioritize job training and education to adapt to the changing job market. Lastly, for this section, it's important for policymakers and business leaders to recognize the potential impact of AI on employment and prioritize ethical considerations in the development and implementation of AI technology to ensure that it is developed and used in a manner that is consistent with societal values and norms. Yeah, because if we don't, then what's stopping anybody from, or any business from, just putting everybody out of work and them saving the money that they would use to pay us, and them just widening the wealth gap? Okay, section 3, we almost done. We halfway through it. We locked in now, all right? If we locked in, how that song go? If you're not, ain't no switching up. You know what I'm talking about? That TikTok. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. And point 3 of our discussion, we highlighted the potential impact of AI on the medical field. While AI technology has the potential to improve healthcare outcomes, it could also lead to job displacement and raise concerns about patient privacy and data security. There was a study done by this guy named Dennis Hassabis, CEO of Deep Learning, which are now new partners of Google. They did a project which involved biology and AI. It took them 4 to 5 years to create these algorithms for this AI to do studies on protein structures. But once they created it, the AI was able to do all 200 million protein structures known to science in a year. I know you're probably like, well, what does that mean? Like, I don't get the numbers. Like, how are the numbers valuable? I'll tell you. A rule of thumb for biologists is that it takes a whole PhD 5 years to do one protein, right? One protein structure. It did all 200 million in a year. So if you do 200 million times 5, it would have taken a human 1 billion years to complete what AI did in a year. There's also an AI robot that's partially developed to perform surgeries, right? Like it can go in and detect whatever is in the brain, like with precision, no shakiness, no like little error that humans can make. AI technology can help medical professionals make more accurate diagnosis and treatment plans, and it can improve patient outcomes by providing personalized care. However, the development of more precise and steady technology could lead to a job displacement for medical professionals who perform certain tasks, such as radiologists and pathologists, radiologists and pathologists. It's not, like I said before, it's not only going to affect low skill level workers, it's going to affect people across the board. You're not safe in a sense of job security. You have to look into it and see how it's going to be implemented so you can prepare yourself. They say stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. I'll continue. It's important to recognize that AI technology will not replace human medical professionals entirely. Medical professionals play a critical role in patient care and have a wealth of experience and expertise that cannot be replaced by AI technology. Instead, AI technology can complement the work of medical professionals, providing them with new tools and resources to improve patient outcomes. There was if you look it up, you can look it up yourself on YouTube or Google. There was a study, so this people or a person had a pet dog that was sick, and they took it to the vet, and the vet diagnosed it and told the people to wait and see what the outcome would be. So the people took initiative themselves. They went to ChatGPT and input all the dog's documents into ChatGPT, and it said it gave them with these hypotheses or solutions or what it could be, but it said go get a second opinion. So once they did that, they showed the second vet what was going on and what the ChatGPT said, and after numerous of tests, the vet said that this technology was correct, right? I was able to treat your animal. That just goes to show, right? It does have a value to it. AI isn't going to replace the workers in those fields, but the people who are using AI are going to replace those who aren't. I'll continue. Furthermore, there are concerns about the potential impact of AI technology on patient privacy and data security. AI technology relies on large amounts of data to function effectively, and it's important to ensure that the patient data is collected and used in a responsible and ethical manner. This includes protecting patient data from security breaches and ensuring that patient data is not used for discriminatory purposes. Makes sense. Self-explanatory there. To address these concerns, it's important for policymakers and medical professionals to prioritize ethics and transparency in the development and implementation of AI technology in the medical field. This includes developing clear guidelines for the collection and use of patient data and ensuring that AI technology is used in a manner that is consistent with patient privacy and data security standards. Key points. AI technology has the potential to improve healthcare outcomes by providing medical professionals with new tools and resources to improve patient care and outcomes. While AI technology could lead to job displacement for medical professionals who perform certain tasks, it is unlikely to replace human medical professionals entirely, as they play a critical role in patient care and have a wealth of experience and expertise that cannot be replaced by AI technology. So yeah, like I said, AI isn't going to replace people in those fields, but the people who are using AI, yeah, count your days. Lastly, point 4, we made it. We made it. While AI technology has the potential to improve efficiency and productivity, it also has the potential to cause harm if not properly regulated. Now, this is where all that other previous information is important, but this is where, you know, it needs attention big time. AI technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace, and it's important for policymakers and business leaders to prioritize the ethical implications of AI. This includes developing clear guidelines for the development and use of AI technology and ensuring that AI technology is developed and used in a manner that is consistent with societal values and norms. AI systems rely on data to make decisions, and that data is biased. The AI systems will reflect that bias. That's important. That right there is so key. Like, I need you to go to YouTube after you finish this and type in Joy, and her last name is spelled Buollamwini. She, along with others, are key pieces to keep biases out of AI algorithms, right? This could lead to discriminatory outcomes such as biased hiring practices or unfair loan decisions. To address this issue, it's important to ensure that AI systems are developed using diverse and representative data sets, that they are audited regularly to ensure that they are not reflecting bias. Like I said, go to YouTube and search up Joy, and I'll spell her last name again is Buollamwini. Go look her up. Excuse me. Another concern with AI technology is the potential for it to be used for malicious purposes. For example, AI-powered cyber attacks could be used to steal sensitive data or disrupt critical infrastructure. To address this issue, it's important for policymakers and business leaders to prioritize cybersecurity measures and ensure that AI technology is developed and used in a secure and responsible manner. There are several AI crimes that have happened and been exposed. There are crimes that's happening right now that we are unaware of. Who knows what large crime is happening right now? And we don't know if it's AI or if it's human. Some people may think they're talking to a human. That's how good this thing is. Finally, key points. AI technology needs to be regulated and developed with ethics and transparency in mind to ensure that it benefits society as a whole. Policy and business leaders need to be aware of potential biases and discrimination that could arise from AI systems and prioritize the use of diverse and representative data sets to avoid such issues. Another thing, it's hard, right? It's hard for regulators to keep up with AI technology whenever it learns on its own. And you have several geniuses working on AI technology due to open source code that allows capable people to create different versions of it. It's so hard to do that with it moving so fast. Also, it would be helpful if regulators had some type of technology background so that they would know what to actually be concerned about and understand the depths of the dangers that could come from and misalignment with an AGI system. We need new regulators, preferably experts in the field. Right now, they have a list of experts that have signed this. They have signed this open letter to put a 6-month halt on the development of AI technology past GPT-4, which is the current version out now, current version to the public. So yeah. Finally, I'll just say this. Learn about AI and how it's going to affect your life. That's number one. Number two, learn about prompt engineering. This doesn't come in any rhyme or reason, right? I'm just giving you solutions, right? I don't want to give you all these problems and all these ways it's going to affect life without providing some type of solutions or some things to think about, build upon. So number one is learn about AI, how it's going to affect your life. Learn about prompt engineering. Use AI. Use it. We as a country are in a tech race to become the first ones to understand and create another species. They're thinking this thing is going to be another species, which I agree with. That is way smarter than us. It is on a pace to become a super intelligent, right? It's believed that we can coexist with this on Earth. Go look at and read why the Unabomber was doing these unjustifiable things. Go read his manifesto. Go look over it. I promise you, it'll shock you. And it has to deal with this AI technology too. It has to deal with technology, period, not AI specifically. Invest in companies that are deeply rooted into making AI and AGI systems come to life. And I'll give you a few. NVIDIA. You want to look into NVIDIA. You want to look into Amazon. You want to look into Apple. You want to look into Microsoft, right? By the way, I have to say this. This isn't investing advice. I'm only giving you examples. This is not me telling you to go pour your money into it, but these are some examples of companies that you can look into investing in. If there's one thing that I'm 99% about, doing nothing is not the answer. Do something. I suggested some things that I think that you could do. If you don't like them, that's fine. Just do something. Lastly, I want to leave you with these two philosophies, right? The first one is called post-humanism. This philosophy suggests that technology is changing what it means to be human, blurring the boundaries between human and machine. According to this view, technology has the potential to enhance human capabilities, but it is also raising the ethical and philosophical question about what it means to be human in a world increasingly shaped by technology. Though we see this every day more and more often, we tend to ignore it. Post-humanism. The second one, technological singularity. This philosophy suggests that at some point in the future, artificial intelligence will become so advanced that it surpasses human intelligence, leading to an unpredictable and transformational event known as the singularity. According to this view, singularity could either bring about utopia or dystopia, depending on how it is managed. So that's why it is very important for them to find experts and put together a group of experts who can regulate these things. I don't know if that 6-month halt is the answer, but yeah, I would just go look into some of these things that I've spoke on. You go look at that open letter. Go look at the jobs that it's affecting now and how they're using it. I would go look at a podcast by Lex Friedman on YouTube. Go look up Joy, and I spelled her last name, but I can't pronounce it. That's why I was spelling it. But go look up Joy on YouTube and the biases. Just go do your research. Lastly, I want to thank you for joining us on this episode of the Psych Expansion Podcast. I hope that you found our discussion on the potential impact of AI to be informative and thought-provoking. To stay updated on our latest episodes and join the conversation, we encourage you to follow our podcast on all platforms. We value your feedback 100%. I need to hear back from y'all. I cannot do this on my own. This is a lot of information, right? This is a lot of information. I need to hear what you think, what your concerns are. DM me on Instagram. Message me, email me at the psychexpansionpodcast@gmail.com. I need to hear back from y'all. We welcome your thoughts and comments on our social media platforms, including Instagram, where you can find us at the Psych Expansion Podcast. We also encourage you to share our podcast with your friends and family. Thank you for your support. We look forward to continuing our journey of expanding our knowledge and understanding of the world around us. Listen, I just want to say thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. If you came back, if this is your first time, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and giving me your time. I'm learning this and I'm trying to give you what I learned, because I know we all don't have time to dive deep. So lastly, I just want to say be great. I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate every one of y'all. Thank you. One love.